This is Marvel Spider-Man 2. We're doing a comparison. On the left we have PC, on the right we have the PlayStation 5 Pro. These videos are a ton of work to put together, so be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. So at the end of the video there's like a quick little thing that shows the specs for either platform or setup. Basically we're all maxed out on PC with the RTX 4090 with an i9-13900K, except for screen space reflections being off. And then on PlayStation 5 Pro, we're doing Fidelity Pro, which features things such as RT key light shadows on, RT reflections interiors, high, RT ambient occlusion, high, VRR enabled, so it's an uncapped frame rate above 30 FPS towards 60. Both of these are aiming for a 4K resolution, PC aiming to achieve that through DLSS quality mode, and then the PS5 Pro is using PSSR technology to go towards 4K, with it being a dynamic 4K resolution. And yeah, using the 120Hz display, obviously there's HDR support on either side, but yeah, that's kind of the side-by-side that we're going for here. The key being I wanted to kind of max out what exactly we can get in terms of the PC side of things, which is obviously using DLSS, ray traced reconstruction, transformer, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. And then I set up a whole bunch of comparison shots across the city, some in motion, some standing still, some with a little bit of a zoom in, just so you can get an idea of how the two are sort of shaping up against one another. This is really quite interesting because I was playing this on PC and streaming a fair bit of it, and I really was genuinely blown away. Like, it's transformative. It's really one of the most realistic and actual true-to-life games I think I've ever played. I was sitting there being like, wow, it would be amazing if Flight Sim was this detailed, but I think it would just like melt PCs with Flight Sim doing that. But the concept would be just spectacular in terms of detail and fidelity. But yeah, the game surprisingly holds its own on the PlayStation 5 Pro. I mean, you know, the PC version really can go beyond in terms of draw distance, the actually like high levels of ray traced effects being deployed, obviously given even more natural true lighting. I think that's something that is quite noticeable, at least in my opinion, is just the light difference is quite something. Obviously these are both day, so like preset day areas for Spider-Man 2, but I think you really can just get an idea of the lighting. Now I was a little surprised that the reflections obviously are a bit sharper in terms of like the ray trace stuff, but I was very surprised how similar the ray tracing elements could be on the PlayStation 5 Pro. That was genuinely, yeah, I was genuinely surprised by that sort of aspect. And on the PC, when, you know, at launch, I'm hoping over time it gets a little bit better. It seems to crash frequently, so that's an element that can be annoying too. But I would say, like, if you can play this on PC and really max things out, and yes, it can be quite demanding, but if you can get to that sort of level, it is really quite something. Like, this might be one of the most technically like impressive and large scale experiences out there as far as games really attempting to capture like visual realism and stuff. Like, it is truly quite something spectacular. I think you will be blown away by this. And even if you're playing this on the PlayStation 5 Pro, I really do think this game looks amazing. Like, it really genuinely is just stunning no matter where you play it. But I thought the comparison would be kind of a fun thing to do. I hope this kind of lines up and gives you a bit of a, you know, side by side how they're shaping up. And I don't even think YouTube necessarily will do this sort of level of detail full justice, but I hope you enjoyed another comparison here. This was a lot of fun to put together. I think this is a pretty spectacular and amazing game. I do kind of like the first one, or prefer the first one, I think, as well, but it was nice to revisit this and put it side by side, even though it was a bit more challenging, just because like I was basically going off of like screenshots I had taken in order to do the comparisons, because I wasn't able to have the video popped up to kind of really line these up. But I think I did a pretty good job, all things considered. I mean, yeah, I think these are really quite close side by side for movement and regular shots. Bonus PC only footage near the end, and then of course the specs like I mentioned. Liking the video is great, subscribing is great as well.
Sorry, spider business. Pardon me. My bad. Sorry about that. Sorry.